Welcome to this episode of the Legal Paige podcast. Today, I am going to chat about vacations and taking time off as an entrepreneur. Easier said than done, right? But I love my business. You love your business. We've poured our heart and souls into our businesses. And oftentimes we're scared to take time off because we feel like the business can't run without us. Even though we actually need time off as an entrepreneur, and having that break is going to do us all a lot of good as kind of the creative CEO of our business. So let's really dive into how we can do this in 2022, how to prepare for taking time off and vacations as an entrepreneur, and actually putting these things on your calendar and doing it and being completely disconnected during your vacations and taking time off. So without further ado, let's chat about it.
You're listening to the Legal Paige podcast, where we chat about life and business with a legal twist. I'm Paige, attorney and photographer helping online businesses and creatives tackle their business dreams without breaking out in hives. No more legal mumbo jumbo. This podcast features simple, bite-sized advice that'll have you legally legit in no time. Are you ready? Let's get started.
All right, so taking time off as an entrepreneur and someone who runs your business is challenging, but doing personal vacations is honestly a topic we can all relate to because we know we need the time off, but we're just scared of what will happen if we do, or can we actually be completely disconnected? Can we take that time off and not be in our business or looking at our business or touching our business at all during those periods of time? So first and foremost, why is it important as a business owner to take time off? I just want to talk about how the refreshing and re-energizing feelings that you'll have after a short period of time off, whether that's you're just taking a long weekend, whether you're taking a week off, whether you're going on a large weekend, week-long vacation. There are differences with those, with how you will feel. And then also the difference between working vacations and then completely disconnected personal vacations and why you need both. So I want you, as you're looking at 2022, and also as we're coming up here on the holidays, first of all, I give you full permission to take time off during the holidays. One of the things I always tell people is set yourself up for success and plan. As a business owner, we can't, and even in the W-2 world, you have to plan to take time off. You have to request time off and they have to authorize it. And then you're planning appropriately. I just think in the W-2 world, it's a lot easier because you are taking PTO and then they're finding someone to fill your role and you can be completely disconnected. It's a lot easier, in my opinion, mentally to take time off when you're working for another business because it's not your business and you don't have the innate attachment to that business that things can't work without you. I know some people, like lawyers in particular, who we work for law firms, but we work for our clients. And so we want to do justice and, have the utmost service to our clients that we're working with. And we don't want to fail, quote unquote, our law firms that we're working for. And so people often take working vacations as lawyers. And what I'm trying to tell you in this episode is I want you to take disconnected time off. So can you plan out each quarter of 2022? I want you to plan one long weekend a quarter, if not one long weekend a month. That's the ultimate goal in my opinion. But if you are feeling a little bit of pressure, you can't take that much time off from your business, and you need the income, you need to continue working on your business, I get that. You might be at a different place than others in their kind of entrepreneurial journeys. Vacations are different for people depending on their circumstance. So don't just do what your colleague is doing. But I think starting with something small, like a long weekend off a quarter, is mentally going to prepare you for, oh my gosh, this is my long weekend coming up and I've worked so hard this month and I can't wait to have 4 or 5 days off for my personal life versus just 2. And so that is something that I would hopefully have you project for 2021. And during those weekends off, I want you to fully take them off. I want you to set up email autoresponders. I want you to take apps off your phone like Instagram and Facebook and TikTok and Snapchat and anything that would take away time from you in your personal life and filling up your own cup. I promise you, social media is not going to fill up your cup. So just get rid of them. And during those long weekends off, you are doing things for yourself. So plan out time with your family, plan out time with your friends, and then plan out time solo where you can take a walk or do a hike or do a fitness class, or you are just going and dreaming and sitting by the river and writing in your notebook. I mean, that's what I'm getting at here. Like, get off your phone, get off your screens, and take those long weekends for yourself. So that's my first tip is do that, plan it out, put it on your calendar at least once a quarter, if not once a month, if you can do it. Now, weeks off and taking that kind of time off as an entrepreneur, I personally think is a little bit more challenging. I am an Enneagram 3 type A. Some people call me a type AA, control freak type of person. I don't think I am as much as I used to be. I think I've learned a lot of like decompressing, like personality tactics and like chill out, delegate over time as I've gone into my 30s now. And I used to be a little bit more stringent on this. And so for many of you struggling with that, I'm in your boat. I feel you and I know how hard it is, but I will let you know that if you can actually like take a vacation off for a week or 2, that is actually going to benefit you even more than some of these long weekends off. So I want these long weekends that we just talked about to be more frequent. But then I want you now, as we're nearing the end of the year here, to sit down with your partner and, or sit down with a family member if you don't have a partner, or sit down with your best friend. And I want you, or just do a solo trip. Damn it. Like, just take a solo trip. I have lots of girlfriends that do that to recoup and refresh themselves. I like traveling with people, so that's why I started with that. And I would suggest that you plan at least one fun week-long, at least, if not 2 weeks, trip for yourself in 2022. I want you to put it on your calendar. And I want you to do it before you book any more clients, before you put anything else business-wise on your calendar. Block out that period of time and then think to yourself, okay, is this a quasi working vacation? Like, am I going to check my emails? Am I going to jump on social media? Or is this a fully disconnected vacation? And it's just for me personally. And can you set email reminders and be completely disconnected from your job? I'm going to be very honest here. I am a business owner who can't do that for a week. That's very hard for me. I really, truly don't feel like I've ever gone on vacation where I have completely disconnected for more than a week. I've done it for long weekends, and I do things like I'll plan hiking, like backpacking trips in Montana so that I legit don't have service and can only hang out outside. And I do that because there's no other way that I will disconnect unless I force myself to disconnect. But I'm not going to go on a 2-week backpacking trip. That's not my MO, and I'm not feeling it. So I do it for shorter periods of time. And then my longer vacations, I just realize I'm probably going to have a few days in there where I'm disconnected, but then I'll jump back on and I'll chat with my team and check in. I'll send out a few emails. So I really like the working vacations that are 1 to 2 weeks long, but I also make it a point to leave my hometown for those type of vacations because it allows me the ability to kind of have the ebbs and flows of some days I am and some days I am not working. Because I'm doing excursions or I'm like, honestly, like just sightseeing at a new location or in a new country. So for 2022, as long as fingers crossed travel goes well next year, I think people were staying a little bit closer to home in 2021 and just doing like camping trips and outdoor trips and trips primarily in the United States. Hopefully next year you can get to states that are farther away. You can actually get on airplanes and feel comfortable. I know some people were traveling this year, but to be very frank and honest with you, I just don't think that was a reality for a lot of people. The pandemic is obviously still an issue. And so hopefully next year we can get to a place where we're taking some international trips as well, because those type of trips in particular, I feel like you end up disconnecting quite a bit more because you've spent so much time and money planning these long week or two vacations. And when you go internationally, I will say that you want to end up spending more time there because of the travel time to get there. So there's just like a little bit of a tip for you as an entrepreneur is sometimes it's worth it to spend a little bit more money to travel internationally, because for your mental health and sanity's sake, you're probably going to disconnect from your business more and you're going to be able to come back more refreshed and ready to tackle your business because you've actually had time off from it. I was also pregnant this year, so I definitely didn't take one in 2021, and then everybody knows what happened in 2020. So we had some trips planned, but they definitely got canceled, and that is one of our big goals is an international trip for 2022, at least one, if not two, because it really helps me as an entrepreneur take a step back and just live my personal life with my family and friends. And travel days, of course, like you can force yourself to not get internet on the plane and then you're just like sitting there and actually chilling for some period of time. Hey there, are you listening to this episode and you're ready to learn more about passive income and building those passive income streams into your business so you can actually take vacations while still making money? That's a thought in 2022. Well, you can download my free guide, How to Set Up Your Biz for a Profitable and Legal Passive Income Stream. And you can learn more all about this. You can find the guide at thelegalpaige.com/free passive income guide. Again, that's thelegalpaige.com/free passive income guide. And I'm going to walk you through all of my best steps for building a passive income stream. And then, of course, making sure that you are implementing that into your business legally as well, because I wouldn't be the Legal Paige without teaching you that. So go to thelegalpaige.com/free passive income guide today. Now, for holidays as well, because we have holidays coming up, if you don't block out time on your calendar and your business for holidays, like you're basically requesting yourself PTO as a business owner, then you're doing it wrong. Those are non-negotiables in my life, is taking at least a week, almost a week off at Christmas. I take, as you guys know, we always have a big sale, usually over Thanksgiving and Black Friday week. And so that is actually like one of my busiest times of the year. And so because I am actually kind of distracted and taking time away from personal and family life during that holiday season, I put the bulk of my time off in December, actually. And I'll take, more and more time off around right after Thanksgiving and then right before Christmas. And then I take that whole week off between Christmas and New Year's. Like that, it's just a non-negotiable for me. And so blocking that time off personally and just having that time with family. But like I said, because you aren't gone and you're still in like your day-to-day environment, I want you to prepare efficiently to take time off so you can fully enjoy that rest and relaxation period of time, even if it's in your home environment. So schedule any blog posts, schedule if you have a podcast, schedule podcast episodes, schedule any marketing materials. Of course, schedule all of your social media if possible, or just simply tell people on social media, peace out. I am going to be gone for this week. And I'll talk to you guys next Tuesday when I'm back in the office. Plan, of course, out of office emails with a return date on them for autoresponders. And then, like I said, share your trip on social media and ignore DMs and delete all these apps if you can. And then just letting people know, I always say the more information you give, the better. So just letting people know that you will respond to them on such and such date when you get back. That gives me peace of mind so that if I do just take personal time off over holidays with my family, that I can actually completely be outside of my business and inside of my personal life. Now, as you're strategically taking time off as a business owner, I also want you to think about seasons of business. So if you are in the wedding industry, for example, taking time off in the middle of a wedding season might not be the best idea. Taking long weekends is a really good idea, or long periods of time during the week, right? Because we all work on the weekends in the wedding industry. Taking like an actual Monday through Thursday time off would be beneficial to you. But you are probably not going to be taking big trips during those times and taking weeks off at a time. So the spring and the winter are really down times for me. And that would be a really great time for me to take 1 or 2 weeks off in bulk at that period of time. And then, like I said, quarterly or at least monthly, taking long weekends or long chunks of your week off is going to benefit you consistently for mental health purposes. So even during your busy seasons, I want you to put on your calendar at least 2 to 3 days bulk that you are not working on your business. Another thing to consider is whether it's smart for you to kind of have an outsourced contractor to help and step in for your business during these periods of time that you're taking off as an entrepreneur. A lot of solopreneurs have this struggle where they haven't built a team yet. And so they are the one wearing all the hats in their business, and they truly, truly feel like innately deep in their gut that they cannot take time off from their business because it will not run without them, which is true. You have no one else, so your business won't run without you. And if you're at that season of time, like now is a great period of time, especially during the winter, especially during, like there's tons of jobs available out there, but people are working for remote positions. They want flexible positions. They don't want to like work at brick and mortars or work in restaurants anymore, as we all see from the no hiring signs. And if you can offer that to somebody as like a contracted position that's really flexible for your business, and someone like a virtual assistant during the times that you are going to be out of the office, they can handle emails. They can, do all of the back end things for you and send contracts and book clients, and all of that stuff can be handled by someone else. I promise you can teach them how you would respond. And so just considering like outside and outsourcing help is a really good thing when you're kind of planning out vacations and time off as a solopreneur or an entrepreneur with a team. And then lastly, I wanted to touch on, and I don't want to harp on passive income, but I truly think that type of revenue stream can help you take a vacation and mentally disconnect a bit more, because you're not constantly thinking, well, my business isn't making money right now because I'm gone, and that's putting you down. And it's like a yucky feeling when you're on vacation. I don't want you to have those yucky feelings when you're filling up your personal cup. So if you can implement any type of passive income streams into your business in 2022, that is a great way to be able to take time off and feel like you're still making money while you're on vacation. That is the ultimate goal, in my opinion, is to run an online digital business where you are making money not only while you sleep, but while you're vacationing. And I would be happy to talk to you about passive income more. I'm not going to get into it in this episode, but I think it is something I wanted to make sure to touch on when it comes to vacationing, because passive income goes hand in hand with that and allows you, I think, to vacation more freely as an entrepreneur. And luckily, we do have some things coming up here at the Legal Paige, and just myself, Paige Griffith, who will be doing some cool things with mentoring and coaching next year with passive income. So definitely keep an eye out for that. and make sure to get our free passive income guide, because you will have insight into anything that we do in the future going on with passive income and coaching you with passive income. So just keep an eye out for those things and make sure that you get on our free list by signing up for our free guide. Okay, what a awesome topic today in today's podcast episode. I already have the itch to take another vacation now. As we were talking about this, I was like, where am I going to go internationally next year? And I'm going to have a kid on my hip. So that'll be fun and different, but I'm still going to do it. And I'm going to make it a point to do so as a business owner. The memories that you create and the personal just experience and rest and relaxation and filling up your cup when you take time off is so invaluable. Like, it's priceless. You can't put a price on that. And I want you to have that in your life. You need work-life balance. You need vacations. You need time off. And you need to take vacations. So just do it. Like, do it right now. Plan at least 1 to 2 in the next 6 months. Okay. Just do it for yourself. We can't pour from an empty cup. Period. It's just not going to work. And then honestly, that kind of disgust and like I said, yucky feelings is going to trickle through, and you're going to project that into your business ownership. And then you're going to start disliking your business and resenting your business because you don't get personal time. So I never want you to be in that position. And if you feel like you are, like that dichotomy is really pulling you, like you have to do your business, because if you're not in your business, then you're feeling bad about not being in your business. You absolutely need to schedule time off. So like I said, I want you to have like a long weekend or a long period of time during the week, once a quarter minimum, if not once a month, if possible. And then also 2 to 3 long vacations a year, at least a week or 2 off. And some people even take month vacations if you can do it. That's like a whole sabbatical, and I'm all about that. I also know it takes planning and preparation to take time off. So hopefully you took some really good nuggets of wisdom away from this episode regarding how to do that a very smart and efficient way as you're preparing for your vacations. And that's all I have for you today. So I will talk to you guys over on the next episode next week.
Thanks so much for listening to this episode of the Legal Paige podcast. See, I told you being legally legit isn't so scary. Be sure to visit thelegalpaige.com for all show notes. And it would be super awesome if you could head over to iTunes and leave a review. Last but not least, don't forget to join my free Facebook group for unlimited legal and biz Q&A. Chat soon, Legal Pagers.